into the half.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first. That's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Purdy now to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Purdy sets up to throw again.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And the timing a bit off that time as Allen falls to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
And here comes Dortch on the return.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground.
Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? They get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit it with something on the ground, and they'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray now. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partly, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 13 yards.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
An audible here to get a new look. Purdy on 4th down. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Pass complete there to Harrison. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
going to give this to Benson. And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
32-yard line.
They'll go again with Benson. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And a solid run here as they pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go on, Eric. Yeah. What?
They run over center with Benson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making throws downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give up the middle with Benson. And for one, a few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's Murray. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field that brings up 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Benson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Here's Murray. Touchdown! second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Purdy.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Purdy from the gun. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Will Johnson. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Trey McBride, the target on that throw. And now it's 2nd down. On the give, it's Benson. 105 36 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here is third down and 4. They'll run again. Dances by him. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he gets this up past the 30. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Another run here with Benson to about the 35, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about